One of the leading Torah luminaries of the 20th century is an individual known as Harav Moshe Feinstein, Zecher Tzadik V'Kadosh Livracha. His grasp of Torah ideas and concepts is legendary. He was known as the Posek Hador. The most difficult of all halachic inquiries came to his desk. But in addition to the fact that he knew so much, he was so erudite in Torah law, it was his midos, his character, that was also stellar. I remember speaking to Rav Bluth, Zichron Livracha, who was Rav Moshe's secretary for close to 17 years. And I asked him, of everything that you know about Rav Moshe and you observed about Rav Moshe, what stood out the most? And he said, Rav Moshe was an anav. Rav Moshe was a very humble person. He had no airs about him. He was greatness personified. And let me give you an example, a story that I heard that goes something like this, which underscores how great Rav Moshe Feinstein really was. It seems that a yeshiva bacher went to Rav Moshe's home to go ahead, and he did him a favor. And as he was leaving, Rav Moshe says, I would like to go ahead and give you a bracha. What would you like the bracha to be? Young man, caught off guard, said, Rabbi, I'm on my way to buy a coat. Could you give me a bracha that I should buy the right coat? And Rav Moshe did. As the yeshiva bacher was walking to the store, he said, what did I do? I had the opportunity to ask for a bracha from Rav Moshe Feinstein. I'm in Shidduchim. I'm looking to get married. Wouldn't that have been a greater blessing? But he didn't want to go back to Rav Moshe. Instead, he continued to the store. And you know what? When he came to the store, he went to the rack of coats. The first coat he picked fit him beautifully. And he bought it. A few weeks later, he was going out with a young lady to see if she would become his bride. And after a few dates, it became more and more serious. And eventually, they became engaged and they married. One day, they were sitting reminiscing about their dating experiences. And she said, you know, my dear Chassan, after the first date or two, I didn't think it was going to materialize. But I decided to go out with you because I admired your coat.